those of you who are aspiring manga artists, this is good practice for you guys. Doing drawings like this. The reason why, it'll help you develop a style. Aimless copying, you won't learn nothing. But if you're copying with the purpose, as in you're looking at the panels, you thinking, why did the artist do this? You know, put yourself in the author's shoes when you look at the drawings. Look at each panel and figure out, okay, what is the artist trying to say by this certain panel? What are they trying to say with the layout of the panels on this page? What are they trying to say with the close-up? Okay, put yourself in the author's shoes, and really when you start doing this over and over again, you're gonna understand the artist. And while you're doing that, you're gonna develop your own style, okay? You're gonna see what's easy for you to draw. You're gonna see things that you like. And then obviously, you're gonna do this with multiple artists, because if you do it with multiple artists, you're gonna develop your unique style, okay? So for example, you can start out small. You can start with the chapter for each of your favorite artists. I recommend 3. So what we're going to do Masakazu Katsura, who made Eyes, which is this book. And then we're going to do the author or the manga artist for, I want to do Death Note. Either Death Note or To Love Ru, either or. And then after that, the author for Dan Dan Dan. So we're going to go through theirs, and we're going to draw chapters, and we're gonna mesh all their styles together to create our own unique style. Okay, I love Masakazu I can't even pronounce his name good. Masakazu Katsura. There we go. Masakazu Katsura. I really love how he draws women and their eyes. So that's going to be a key point that I want to do in my drawings. Okay. So that's something I'm really focusing on when I draw this. And then also, while you're drawing your favorite mangaka's art and pages, you're also going to see what you like. You're going to learn what you like to do, right? Whether it's you really love battle manga, shonen, or you just love drawing pretty girls, that's a thing, right? So you might get into making harems. So for me, drawing, I already know what I'm gonna like. I'm going to love drawing pretty girls. So now that's gonna tell me I'm going to make more slice of life or harem types of manga. Everybody's different. Just figure out what works for you. Look and pay close attention to the panels and everything, and put yourself in your favorite mangaka's shoes. And then that will help you understand why they're doing what they're doing. Like as right here, looking at this, what it tells me is the author really wanted us to focus on this close-up on Iori's face. Okay, because of something that she witnessed. Really wanted to see her blush so you can see that she's nervous or shy. And her eyebrows right here makes it seem like she's somewhat puzzled. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this. You're gonna make mistakes. It's not gonna look exactly like it, but that's okay. You're gonna do your best to make it look as close as possible to the original creator's work. And also, while you're doing this, you're gonna see what works for you. Right? Like the way people draw eyes. For example, one of your favorite artists might draw eyes a really hard way and you can't do it, so you focus on a different way to draw eyes. So after you make your several pages of manga, because you're going to replicate this, so this is really going to help you draw manga, help you understand everything. So once you truly fully get the grasp of the author and you make several pages, but pretty much once you do that, then the next challenge is you drawing based off of like real things. So you look at like real pictures and then you draw like a pose or something like that, but obviously draw it in a style, right? And don't draw it like real life. You're gonna draw it based off manga style. And the way you draw it, that's going to depict your style. Because at that point, now you're meshing in all of your favorite mangakas. So after I'm done with my case study of my favorite mangakas, I'm gonna find something, a pose of a real life model. I'm just gonna draw it. So what you have here, you saw my base, you saw how I just started off with like kind of like a stick drawing and then it just developed into this. So this is what we call Atari. Atari's just a way of, a fancy word of saying the way you flesh out a drawing, the way you draw. Every artist is different. That's why an artist can't teach you excuse me. An artist can't teach you Atari because there's no right way to do Atari because every artist is different. They can teach you their version of Atari, but that doesn't necessarily mean that is the best way to do it, because their Atari might not work for you. You know, so you got to figure out which Atari is best for you, and you find that out just by drawing. Like for example, my way of Atari, I had two different ways. I could draw a stick and then I could draw shapes. I think it also another people always think about, oh well, I draw guidelines. I want to get to the point of not being able to draw guidelines. So with guidelines, if you believe it or not, if you watch a lot of manga artists, a lot of them still use guidelines, right? Because it's a basic. Like, always stay to the basics. Like, sure, you have the super talented ones. Well, all of them are talented, but the geniuses who don't draw with guidelines. Tite Kubo's one of them. If you ever watch him draw, he does not use any guidelines. He just draws, which I think is crazy amazing. But yeah, you guys will figure it out as you go. And you'll definitely see what works for you. So as you can see, me drawing this, it looks decent. Doesn't look exactly like it, but it's close enough. Okay, where I could still be happy with this. And pretty much, once you're done drawing this and you're done, like when you're done inking and everything like that, you're gonna really critique and look to see how closely it resembles the original art. You're gonna look at it and see, okay, what went wrong? Why doesn't it look like it? And by you asking yourself those questions will help you gain knowledge. And help you understand how to be better. So as you can see, if you look right here, actually these are supposed to be on the same level, which in my drawing it's not. So what I'm gonna do is just, I could erase this actually. I'm just gonna make this longer. So it should go right here. So these should pan out just a little bit longer. I think this will be fine just like that. The reason why I really love this artist, this is actually the first book I really started collecting. But there's this thing called Jump Ryu where it shows the Shonen Jump artists. It's my brother being loud. So with this, Shonen Jump launched this thing called Jump Ryu, which shows artists, manga artists from Shonen Jump drawing. The one thing that stuck out with me that was very reassuring was this guy's video. In his video, you saw him trying to draw his main character Iori, and the amount of times he was erasing was insane and trying to start over, which was very reassuring because normally when you think how a lot of artists draw, it's supposed to be like perfect the first go, but this that video showed you just how realistic it is being a manga artist, which is something I really liked. Yeah, it's just really nice how his art looks, and it was reassuring. So as you can see, this is my Atari right now. So what also I could do with Atari, you see me, I would sketch in, like for example their arms, things like that, but right now I'm not. And another thing I see with this artist is I love the way his clothes look so darn good. Super realistic. Attention to detail is crazy. So I'm gonna strive for this crazy attention to detail, but it probably won't be that good, my attention to detail. So I might have it like, it'll be like slightly, how can I put it? More like, well, Nisekoi has good detail, but more like kind of like Nisekoi, maybe like To Love Ru. You know? Well, I guess theirs is kind of, is still good. But you guys know what I mean. Like you have, for example, the person that made Sunken Rock, I believe that's what it's called, or the dude that made Dr. Stone. Like his art is super realistic, uber realistic. And something like that's very hard to achieve. Right there. I would gear mine, yeah, like I said, more towards like the To Love Ru. Also, I used to think it was bad using references until I saw manga artists like actually drawing, and the sheer amount of references they use is insane. It's just all reassuring. Just seeing things like that. Because now I know, okay, it's good to use references because the manga also, while looking at this, I think it's really cool how he uses screen tone for clothes, which is something I might try to implement. So you just see how I just caught on to that, like how he uses screen tone for clothes to designate color. So loud right now. And then, okay, looks like we'll draw her bra right now. This looks like her bra's a little bit lower, so we'll just do that. Which I think this should go right here, if that's the case. That there. The way he does his wrinkles is amazing too. So you really just gotta catch little things. So you can see the shoulder right here is that's relatively the same. So we'll just do that there, and then you see how it bulges out a little bit from the panel, then it goes back in. So I really don't like that shoulder, so we'll definitely get that taken care of. Just get that taken care of right now. Also, drawing like this helps you get a grasp on different poses and things like that. So looking at this, we have that there, that there. I'm not really happy with this, Mainly because if you look at the shoulders is where it's typically where the thigh should go. So with that being said, I am gonna have to widen these out just because these shoulders are wide. So this should really get to right here. There we go. And you'll pick up on things like this. He has a cool way of doing eyebrows. He just makes it look like little caterpillars. Then after that, we could do our little speech bubble. Speech bubble just goes like that. Do not ignore that part. This is like one of the important things is for you to write out where speech bubbles are going, like do the speech bubbles and the words like this, because that's going to help you whenever you start making your own. And there you have it. We have a decent looking Itsuki